In this video, we're going to be drawing a 3D version. In this video, we're going to be drawing a circular pen that fits a cartridge from a Bic Cristal into it. This is just a guide to do it. The measurements are pretty well spot on. Depends on your 3D printer. You may have to make some minor alterations, depends on the shrinkage and what material you're using. It also has an opening here, which we're going to do, which you can adjust to suit yourself as well. We'll get started. So I'll open up a new drawing. I'll create a sketch on top, and then I'll draw a left click on circle, left click and drag it out, and we'll have a diameter of 54 millimeters. I'm going to go enter. Then I'll type in L for line. Now I'm just going to left click on the circle. Doesn't matter, as long as I get that cross. I'm just going to drag that out. I'm going to go escape. I'm going to L for line again. I'm just going to make sure I get that cross again, drag it down, and go OK. Go hit escape. And then what I'm going to do now is come up to where it says constraints, and I'm going to go onto tangent. I'm going to click on circle, then the line. I'm going to do the same for the vertical line, circle and the line, and that'll line it up with there. We're going to hit trim from the modify and hit trim here. And there is our basic shape for our pen. I'm now going to hit escape so you can see the cursor change. And then what I'm going to do is come up to modify, hit offset. I'm going to left click on the blue so it goes dark blue, drag it out to about 6 mil and go enter. And then the next one I want to do is to go to D for dimension. I'm just going to dimension from this front line to this dot here. Left click and drag up. We'll make that 20 and go enter. And now that these two are different, we can go up to constraints, and we're going to go to horizontal vertical. We'll click on this black dot, then this white dot, that'll line it up. And then finally, what we can do is type in L for line and then drag that down. Our shape is all finished, so we can finish our sketch. We can then just turn it around like so by putting your cursor on it, left clicking, and then we're going to type in E for extrude, or up in here. Click, and we're going to type in 6 mil. And we're going to go OK. Now we have our shape that we want for our pen. What we need to do now, it's easier to create the slot now than it is to later on. So I'm going to go create a sketch, left click, click on top of our shape. We are then going to go type in P for project. We're going to click and go OK. And then the next thing we're going to do is now go offset. Offset in 2. We're going to hit enter. Then we're going to go offset again. Click on that. We're going to type in -2 this time. We're going to go enter. And then we have our slot. Now what we can do is going to type in L for line. And I'm just going to put a vertical line here and hit escape. Type in L, hit a vertical line here. Like so. You can have whatever angle you want. I'll just go there. Finish. And what happens is I'll show you later on how we can just modify these to suit ourselves. So I'm going to go finish sketch. And then what I'm going to do is just hide that sketch. I'm going to go across to here, do the drop down box, hit on the little eye, turn that sketch off. And now what we're going to do is start to modify our shape to get what we want. Up on modify, hit fillet, turn it around, left click in here, drag it out. And you can see this vertical line here. What we want to do is try and drag it out just as we get to that line. That gives us our circle inside. We go OK. Turn it around again. This time we can go fillet. I'll move that across so we can just left click on here and we can drag that out. That can be any size you want depending on what you feel like your design should be. I'll go OK. There we go. There is our round pen shape. The next bit is we're going to make it completely round. You can do what you want to your design. You can have it slightly round. It's up to you. But I'm just going to go fillet. I'm going to click on that, and make sure all these outside are lit up. I'll just turn it around so you can see it a bit better. And then I'm typing 3, which I believe if I click on that there, 3. And then we're going to go OK. And then I'll do the same on the other side. I'm going to go fillet. Click on all the outside, click on the inside, type in 3. Oops, 3. There we go. Go OK. And there we have our pen basically done. We can turn around here. What we want to do is now hollow all this side out. Now, the thing is the pen, when you measure it, the bit that fits in is approximately just the 1/100th or 1/10th under 4 mil. It depends on your printer and how you print. You may have to just do a couple of adjustments on these. So what we're going to do is go up to shell, click on the face, and we're just going to type in 1, and we go OK. And then what we should have here is a 4 mil. I'll just turn that around a bit better. A 4 mil diameter. So I'm just going to click on that. Just click on there, and you can see the diameter is 4 mil. That is about the right size to fit it in. And the actual ink tube is 3 mil, so you should have plenty of room to fit all that in. So as you push it in, it'll just bend around that corner. The next thing we want to do is the final thing we need to do is put our slot into our thing. So we can turn this sketch back on. We can then now go extrude. We can extrude that gap there, and then we can look around, and what we need to do is just go down about halfway, which is about -3. Go OK. You can go less if you want. It's up to you. So then you get your tube there. So that's approximately 1 mil, I think it is. So your tube will not fall out of that there. Once again, you can go back and modify these later on to suit yourself. And as I said before, with these lines here, if I go back into here and I just turn that sketch back on, I go right click. If I go up to edit, and if I move these, I can just move these along to where I want to, just to make adjustment, go OK. And you can see then if I turn the sketches off, it'll make adjustments to that slot. So it's up to you. You can go back and make adjustments to what you want to do. You can also go back to that sketch and change that offset as well. I'm just going to move mine back to where they were, about here somewhere, and I'll move that one back here. Where are we here? I'll just move it back, yep. And then I'm just going to go finish, turn the sketch off, and go OK. So there we go. That is basically done, and you can make some other modifications to this as well. You can put your name in here if you wanted to. You can do other things. You may want to go, okay, well, I may create a sketch on here. You can draw a circle in here if you wanted to attach something to it. Go escape, and then you just move that around to, looks about, go escape, move that around. Would you believe? Won't let me. There we are. If you want to put a dimension on it, I normally make about 5 mil. 6 would be okay. Finish it, go extrude, grab that, and you can drag that all the way through. Once again, then you just go to fillet and fill that up. There you go. I'm just going to leave mine solid, but you can play around with what you want on yours. Once again, once you're done with all of this, you can then go to File, 3D Print, okay. Cancel, oops, save. I'll save it. Should be able to then go 3D Print. Print utility, sorry, there we go. Click on that and then go OK, and you can save it as an STL file and 3D print it. Hopefully that's helped it up. Remember, just print it up. You may have to do a couple things to make sure that adjustment's on here. If you like this video, make sure you please click the subscribe and give me a like. Thank you.